Hi, so we decided to make this video for you because I think that we have a lot of wisdom at Walker to help encourage you and guide you through this process, and so that you don't feel like you're alone, and you can reach out to these people and ask for any other guidance that you may need, because raising a kid is impossible in a vacuum and we really need each other. Yeah, so don't hesitate, reach out to any of these people, and this is what they have to say right now. So without further ado, here is the wisdom from Walker about parenting.
Hello, and I'm so excited for you. I'm going to share with you something my dad told me when I had my first child. And he said, the best part of having kids is you get to see the whole world again through their eyes. And there's magic again. There's Santa Claus and Easter Bunny or whatever your special things are. Anything can happen. There can be dragons and fairies and all those things that you lose when you're adult. One thing I wish I knew, depending on how you choose to feed your children, I knew not to drink alcohol. I didn't know that caffeine would also go through. So if you pump in the morning after you've had like a triple espresso, label that bag and don't try to give that bag to your kid when it's their nap time. That was something I really wish I had learned. All right.
Hi, I'm Susan Joseph. I'm a school psychologist, but first I'm a mom. Congratulations and enjoy. I guess my best advice would be that when things are hard, and they will be, just try to settle in and enjoy it. Those days where you're just rocking the baby or doing 400 pounds of laundry are sometimes some of those sweetest moments. So, and then I guess my other advice would be, just try, I guess, to read. Read to your baby, read things that you want to read. They won't know the difference. And it's a lot of fun just to snuggle and read. Have fun. Bye.
Hi. I think probably the best thing about being a parent is just the give back. There's not a lot of it. And there are the days, I don't mean like there's not a lot of it. But, sorry. Yeah, but the days can be so long, and yet your baby can smile, and it's like the most magical thing ever. And I have to say, having teenagers now, it's like this incredible relationship and the dynamic that you have with them and just the depth at which they can communicate, and it's just a really beautiful, lovely relationship that it's just so worth it. I will say, parenting is like a roller coaster, and there are moments where you're screaming in fear, and there are moments where you think, like, why did I get on this ride? And then you're exhilarated by it, and you're like so happy that you're on it, but it's all of it, and it's just an amazingly beautiful, growth-oriented experience. And to know that you send like little beings out into the world to do good things is pretty magical. So yeah, that's it.
So the main thing I want to say is that it's going to be okay. You're going to be a phenomenal parent. I think all parents are worried in the beginning, how is it going to go? But then you realize with time that you don't have to be perfect. You learn from your mistakes. Please, please, please call up your parent friends. Call people who will tell you it's going to be okay. Because I think as a first-time parent, you stress out. I remember myself definitely stressing out. But when I called my friends, they're like, okay, do this, 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 and just breathe. It's going to be okay. Sometimes just hearing is going to be okay is the best advice that you can get. So enjoy it.
Hi, so if I could make one recommendation to every parent, it would be to save a little bit of your time in each day when you're able to do something special with your kid and have that be a pattern every day for your family. In my house, dinner is kind of crazy sometimes. We have activities, but every night My kids always know that I'll read them a short bedtime story before they go to sleep. Even if it's only 3 pages, we do it every night, even if we're super busy. And it's something I look forward to and that they can count on, and that's our moment to connect every day. So find what works for you and your family and have that one point of connection that both you and your kids can count on every day together.
It's gonna be fine. You hear that? It's gonna be fine. You can breastfeed your kid, you can feed them formula. It doesn't matter. They're gonna be fine. You could give them organic, hand-coddled, sustainable grass-fed food or not. They're gonna be fine either way. All you have to do, the most important thing to do, is just love your kids unconditionally, which means that you can't parent the kid that you want. You gotta parent the kid that you have, which sometimes is a hard lesson for me to swallow when things don't go my way, right? But the best part about parenting, the absolute best part, is you get to relive 18 years of a very young person's life all over again. And you get to enjoy every part of that. And at the end of it, you have somebody who loves you more than anything.
Okay, so my parenting advice changes from beginning to age 18, which is where my kids are right now. And my best advice is to enjoy every sleepless moment because you only have 18 summers. It's just not a long time. And now that they're in college, I wish I could have those sleepless moments back. So, as hard as it is, dig deep and enjoy all the time, which goes by way too fast. Bye.
Hi, future mothers. I just wanted to give you 2 bits of advice. The first bit of advice is a little controversial, but I'm going to say it anyway. If breastfeeding doesn't work, please know that it is okay. Your kid will be okay on formula, and I feel like there was a lot of pressure on me to keep going even when it was tough, and it's going to be tough, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't push through a little bit, but if it starts to get to the point where you're kind of sacrificing like your whole well-being for it, then go forth and do your own thing. It was the best decision that I made, and it changed everything. Second thing, I have a book I wanted to show you. Oh, of course it's going wrong now. It's called Healthy Sleep Habits, Happy Child. Getting your kid on a sleep routine right away was my saving grace to be able to get my life back to where I wanted it to be. And I know parents that didn't do that, and at age 10, they're still dealing with sleep problems. So that's my advice. Healthy sleep habits, happy child.
Okay, so the best thing about parenting is reliving and seeing the world through your kids' eyes all over again. That is like 100% the best thing. Teaches you to kind of slow down a little bit and take everything in, which is really awesome. Something I wish I knew ahead of time. I wish I had read more about infant sleep ahead of time, just so that I had background knowledge on it. And I wish that I had prioritized my own mental health ahead of time so that I was proactive about it. Nuggets of wisdom. Excuse my language, embrace the shit show. It's never gonna go as planned, and that's okay. And your journey is your own, your family's journey is your own, your baby's and your kids' journey is their own. So wisdom is wonderful, and having other parents to bounce ideas off of is great to feel like you're validated, but remember that it's your journey and it's your kid, and that's the most important thing.
So I am of no authority to say this because I am not a mother or expecting mother, but one of my best friends said that her best advice to any new mom would be not to necessarily sleep when the baby's sleeping, but to like do whatever activity you want to get done first. So like don't create like a list of things and then like, oh, and then I'll do this, because before you know it, the baby will be back up. So like if you want to take a shower, that's what you should do. If you want to take a nap, then take a nap. If you like need to clean the living room, that's what you should do. Whatever you need in that time, like make it the priority.
You can edit this, or I can go. All right. So when people ask me about parenting, I tell them a thing that I learned, which is you don't know this yet, and you're going to understand it the day you hold that child. But there is a whole part of your heart that exists that you're not aware of. And the second you hold that baby, it's going to turn on. Now here's the best part about that. You don't have to be any more than you are right now because you have everything you need to love that kid. The hard part though is that all that other stuff's still going on in life. And so you got this new heart that you need to manage, and you got that old heart with all that stuff that you love. And what I think I wish I knew at the start was that you don't have to be perfect with any of it. And there's no right way to do this. There's no keeping up with the Joneses. All you gotta do is love that kid. One last thing, our pediatrician always says, and I hear it in my head all the time, either you train them or they train you. Have a lot of fun. It's gonna be amazing.
Can you do an all call for Yari Sanchez?
So I have to piggyback what Dr. Hastings said. You find something in your heart that just, it breaks easier, it beats harder. It's just the most amazing thing in the world. But I do have to say, I loved being a parent. I think it was it brings me the greatest joy in life. But the greatest advice my mom gave me was it's okay sometimes to go to bed at night and not be very fond of your kid. And if she hadn't told me that on those really hard days, I would have gone to bed just riddled with guilt. And you just can't feel guilty. Some days are awesome, but you can't beat yourself up over the hard days. That's it.
Well done.
Hi, so my best piece of advice for parenting is to be gentle with yourself. You're never going to be perfect. You will find things that say conflicting sides and you're never really 100% sure what to do. So all you can do is try your best and be gentle with yourself when you make mistakes.
So congratulations first off. I just wanted to pass along to you that there are going to be times when you are absolutely at wit's end and you're just frustrated. You have late nights of crying, or your precious one is not doing what you wanted to do, and you were just absolutely just feeling exhausted and running thin. It's in those moments that you need to recognize and keep at the center of your mind that your child is a blessing, and it is the center of your world, and so these things are there because of this blessing. And so always make sure that you have patience and understanding in all of these difficult times, because they're definitely going to challenge you, but in the end it's so much of a blessing to have this beautiful thing in your life. So congratulations, and wish you all the best.
Start over at the beginning?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna start over at the beginning. Elena messed it up and I started to cry.
I was crying. Like, what's wrong with me?
So I'm telling a story about when I was playing with my daughter's chunky legs, my little baby newborn daughter. And her legs were so perfect and so beautiful, and I loved them so much that it made me understand that she was perfect and worthy of love just the way that she is, and she never has to do anything to be loved. That we are all worthy of unconditional love. It's not just her who's worthy of love, it's me. It's you, it's every human being that we come into contact with. And I don't think I really understood that or appreciated it until I became a parent and I felt that love coming inside of me for another human who didn't have to earn it. So I think that as you start your parenting journey, it's important to remember that you are worthy of love, that you can parent yourself with the same unconditional love that you offer to your child. That's really about it.
Dang, that was good.
Say.
So you just say like what you love about parenting, or literally exactly what you just told me before.
What I love, hold on, what do I love everything about parenting.
Wow.
I honestly do.
I don't think a lot of people can say that.
I love everything about parenting because it changed who I am and the way that I look at life. And it may do the same thing for them.
That's true. That's true. It like changed like my whole like focus. Like my focus used to be on what I needed, what I wanted, and then it was like about nursing, and like it was like, how do I get enough milk so I can feed this baby? Like it was all about.
Hey Liz, I have 2 pieces of parenting advice for you. The first one is, whatever decision you make about parenting is the decision you are supposed to make. Don't second guess yourself. You're going to mess up, you're going to make mistakes, but you are supposed to make those mistakes in order to learn for the next time. So that's number 1. And number 2, be really present in every single moment as the child gets older. Like it's just, I know cliche that it goes by so fast, but I just am overwhelmed that I only have a few years left before my kids go to college. And I feel like I literally just had them ripped out of my stomach from their C-sections. So lots of love. Bye.
I'm trying to think of what I'm going to say. Okay, so advice for parenting is be kind to yourself. As a mother, we tend to put a lot of things on ourselves, and I think just being kind to yourself, give yourself that break. Sleep when the baby sleeps. Oh, that's the most important. And let the dishes sit until the next day. That's my advice for you. Congratulations.
First of all, congratulations. This is amazing. You are going to love being a parent. It's not going to be easy all the time, but you will love it. Second of all, do you see my shirt? Be yourself. Be you. And by that I mean take care of yourself and have your own interests, and make sure you don't lose yourself in your relationship with your other person over your children. Have those relationships so your children see that that's good and they can have a relationship, whether it be with your significant other or a friend or whatever. Take care of yourself because you need that too, to help you be a good parent, to share with those people and to just be happy within yourself, so then you can be a good role model of being a good, positive person who takes care of themselves. Mental health. There you go.
I'm so excited for you both in this great adventure, and I think about the time that you'll spend with your children, and one of the best things that I can think of that we did with our kids was to read every night and to just instill that interest in listening and reading. So congratulations.
Congratulations, moms to be. I'm so excited for you. So let's see, some of the best memories that I have with my little baby at home now is just all of the snuggles that we've had, and I hope that you take full advantage of them because they get so big so fast. And let's see, what else? Something that I was always really kind of worried about was just losing that time with them when they were newborn, when she was just so tiny in my arms, because they are changing so quickly, but really every stage gets better and better. And it's just the best thing. Being a mom is the biggest blessing that you could have. And I'm so excited for you all, and good luck and congratulations.
So my advice to new parents, if I had to give any, is that appreciate the time that you have with your children, because the time will definitely go by faster than you know it. You'll look back and it'll be 18 years later, and your little newborn will be a young man or a young woman. So make sure you appreciate the time that you have with them and consume that time and enjoy it, because it'll move by faster than you know it. And I wish I knew that when I had my first child.
Beautiful. Hi everybody. Okay, this is advice for anyone who has a toddler or 5 or 6 year old, maybe 7, maybe 8. I don't know, I don't have an 8-year-old, but I have a 6-year-old. So sometimes in the heat of the moment you get angry and you don't know what to do. So this is a technique that that works with my son, but I always say not every technique works with each child, so try different techniques, but this is it. So if the child does something wrong, like for example breaks a vase in your house, number one, say you are not supposed to do that. And number two, ask them, why did they do that? That's because maybe they were trying to accomplish something and the means they went through was not the right way, but they could accomplish it a different way. So kind of get their perspective. And then number three, once you gain their perspective, you can then encourage them to find the right way to do it, and then provide like a natural consequence, and I guess you can say. So like, okay, this is what happened, next time we should do this. Now what are we gonna do? We have a broken vase, and maybe the child will come up with consequence. Like, we can put it together, or let's clean it up and throw it away. Okay, that was long.
That was good. It's so good. I loved it. Thanks.
Diary, so we're gonna save the best for last. Okay. What I like about parenting is everything, because it changed the way that I look at life, and it changed who I am. My advice to you guys as far as parenting is, it is no right or wrong way to parent as long as you love and embrace that child. Remember that they come through you, but they do not live for you. So therefore, you just learn, you understand that they're going to do things differently, and they just need your support and your love through everything.
Yeah.
Hey Liz, congratulations on becoming a mother. I was asked to make this video about advice. Well, here's my advice to you. Don't listen to other people's advice. You're the mother. You will know what to do. You will know your baby. Don't worry about the dust bunnies in the corner. You keep rocking and hugging your baby as many times as you want. Don't listen to anybody, because those years are going to go by really fast, because once they start kindergarten, those years go by really fast when they start school. So you enjoy this time with your baby. And like I said, don't listen to anyone. You're the mother.